If the assisted suicide bill passes in the Scottish Parliament, we're on the slippery slope to suicide on demand on the NHS, because it would concede the principle that in some situations committing suicide is a good thing to do, it's the right thing to do, it's the best thing to do. And as soon as you think that, you would think, well, people shouldn't have to do it on their own, they should be able to get some help, for example, from doctors, and that's what the bill proposes, for people who are terminally ill. But let's imagine this bill passes. Immediately you get people who are saying, well, I'm long-term ill, but not terminally ill. Why am I being discriminated against? Why haven't I got the rights to have poison from my doctor? And people say, oh yeah, good point, okay, you don't have to be terminally ill. Then you get people who are saying, well, I'm mentally ill, but I'm just as unhappy. I'm suffering just as much as a person who's physically ill. Why am I being denied the rights to get poison from my doctor? People go, oh yeah, okay, fair point. We'll include mentally ill as well. Then you get someone saying, well, I haven't been diagnosed as mentally ill, but my life's just as sad, empty and worthless as anyone else's. Why am I denied the right to the poison? People, right, good point. Let's expand the rights even more. Then you get a 15-year-old. How come I'm forced to live in suffering when adults don't have to? Children's rights. I've got the right to die too. Okay, fair point. Children's rights. We'll expand it a bit more. Then you get someone who says, there's no good the doctor giving me poison to take myself. I'm not capable of doing that. I need the doctor to do it for me. Okay, fair point. We'll expand to euthanasia as well. Then people look at someone and say, well, this person hasn't got the capacity to make decisions for themselves. What should happen in that situation? Someone else should make a decision in their best interests. And those people might have said, oh, this person would be better off dead. Then we'll have involuntary euthanasia as well. There's only one way to avoid sliding down this inevitable slippery slope, and that is to stay off it in the first place. Once we concede that suicide can be a good thing, we're on the path to suicide on demand on the NHS.